Okay, so there's this guy, and some of you might have seen this. He's this guy that goes by Hub's Life. He's on TikTok and now he's on YouTube. He's really big on TikTok though. And basically, he went viral somewhat recently, although, I mean, it's kind of old now, but he went viral for being an influencer that he lives a normal life, a quote unquote normal life. His whole thing is, he has he has the phrase, his kind of like tagline, his catchphrase is normalize the norm. So his whole thing is he's being an influencer, just showing his quote unquote normal life. And he's just trying to show people how, it's okay to live a normal life. And I just got to say, this guy is just a complete phony. Just what a total charlatan. I mean, the thing about it is, when you watch his videos, there's nothing normal about this guy's life. He's not living a normal life. Like, his life actually, in every way, is just the life of an influencer. He lives like an Instagram influencer. Yet he tries to act like he's different and that he just lives a normal life. So let me just go over some of the information about this guy, so you can see how he's actually not normalizing the normal at all. It's actually having the opposite effect. It makes people look at this and they're like, "Oh, that's normal?" He's doing exactly what the standard internet influencer does. It's insane. He shows his extravagant, not normal lifestyle and portrays it like, "Oh, this is just normal, man," making everybody else feel bad. So here's some points. Okay, first of all, you see his wife in some of his videos. Okay, his wife is total Stacy. The normal guys don't have a wife like this. It's just to have a wife at all or a girlfriend is already, in my opinion, already not exactly normal. These days you've got to be damn near Chad himself to get any attention from women, much less to get attention from a woman that looks like his wife. Get out of here. Now, here's another video I found that's on his YouTube channel that's showing his New Year's Eve party with all his friends. Just look at his friends. Just look at this party. A bunch of Chads and Stacys. These are the popular people. These are popular, rich people. This isn't a normal life. Normal people don't have this New Year's Eve party. I guess I'm not really normal, but just imagine if I tried to call a bunch of people up and host a New Year's Eve party. Do you think it would look like this? It wouldn't. What it would look like is me alone, sitting in a chair, crying. Here's another one. Okay, you can see his dog in some of his videos. Look at this dog. Do you think normal people have a dog like this? In fact, a lot of you might not know this, but one of the best ways, like if you're looking to buy a house in a new city and you don't know all the different parts of town that well, one of the ways to tell if a house is in a good part of town, go to Google Street View, or if you can, even go there in person and drive around or walk around, and pay attention to all the dogs you see. Dogs you see in yards, dogs you see being walked by people. If the dogs look more like this dog, then you're in a nice neighborhood. If the dogs are more like pit bulls and mutts, bad neighborhood. It's that easy. This is a rich person dog. Only rich people have a dog like this. And I mean, just look at, and this is the craziest thing. This is the thing that really gives him away. He mentions his job, and he makes this a big part of his content, his normal job. He's always talking about his 9-to-5 normal job. Well, I think it was one of his TikTok videos, he mentions what his job actually is. And he mentions that his job title, he's a senior benefits analyst. Now, I did a quick Google search on, what is the typical salary of a senior benefits analyst? Because that sounds like a rich person job. And also, when he shows, in some of his TikToks, he shows video of himself at his work desk doing his job. And it's like, yeah, this is clearly a rich person job. And I found this here. For a senior benefits analyst, the salary range typically falls between $84,500 and $101,800. And the average in Dallas, Texas, which is the area where Hub's Life lives, The average salary for his job is $92,700. Okay, so I mean, this is just, it's like he's spitting in all our faces right now. I mean, in what world is that a normal salary? That is not a normal salary at all. According to something I found online, the national average salary in the US for 2023 was about $60,000. Okay. And even that seems pretty good. I think the average salary is possibly, thrown off by a few people at the top just earning ridiculous amounts of money. But yeah, this guy is making about $100,000 a year, calling that normal, saying that's his normal 9 to 5 job where he just makes, $100,000 a year. While the actual normal person makes more like half of that. So, in what way, again, I ask, Hub's life, in what way is your life normal? It's not at all. And in a lot of his videos, he shows his house from different views. And I mean, it doesn't take a genius looking at this to notice that this is not a regular house. This is not a normal person's house. This is a rich person's house. Just look at all the, and I don't think it's a super large house or anything, but just look at everything about it. Just the interior design. Look at the things in his house. Just everything about it. This is obviously a rich person's house. I mean, he's got a kitchen island. If you have a kitchen island, you're probably doing pretty well. I know there's probably some old, not rich houses that have a kitchen island, but for the most part, if you have a kitchen island in your house, you're not doing too bad financially, and you're probably not living a normal life. And the thing that really got me, that really just settled this for me, I mean, look at this guy's shower. The shower is incredible. This is like a shower you would expect to see in a Manhattan penthouse. The shower is just ridiculous. This is a rich person's shower. This is not a normal. This guy wakes up every morning to go to his normal 9 to 5 job, gets in his normal shower, takes a normal shower. Maybe before work, he walks his normal dog, gets a kiss on the lips from his normal wife, and gets in his, what I'm assuming could only be a normal car. It's ridiculous. None of this is normal. What does seeing something like this, we already all know the negative psychological effects it has on normal people, on the average person in society, to see all these Instagram, all these social media influencers constantly flexing their wealth. Now just imagine the psychological damage of this new type of influencer we have with Hub's life. He's doing all the same stuff the regular influencers are. He's flexing his wealth. He's flexing his prosperity. He's flexing his just genetic superiority on the rest of us. Yet he calls it all normal. He says, this is normal. He's doing the thing, he's explicitly doing the thing that other influencers only do implicitly, because other influencers just show their life and flex all their wealth and everything and their terrific, fantastic lives on social media. And the average person sees that and just, implicitly thinks psychologically like, oh, I'm not doing that well, so there must be something wrong with me. This Hub's Life guy, this quote unquote normal life living influencer, he's explicitly telling us, if you're not at this level, you're below normal. If you don't have a wife that looks like this, you're below normal. If you don't have a shower like this in your house, you're below normal. If you're making less than I make as a senior benefits analyst, if you're making less than 6 figures, essentially, you're below normal. But none of that is actually true. This has got to be the worst type of influencer, social media influencer I could even imagine. I can't believe somebody has the audacity to do this and just explicitly present everything about his life as being normal. When I'm looking down his YouTube channel more, he has all these videos about He's got a video he made about a ski trip he went on. Videos about multiple vacation videos. You know, seems like he goes on lots of vacations. He's got a video where, you know, it's him and some of his buddies playing golf. Let me talk about golf for a second, because guys like me never even had a chance to play golf. I see golf, you know, it looks like fun. I have played miniature golf and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I would love to play golf, real golf. I would love to have played golf at some point in my life. But the reason that I've never played golf, you want to know the reason I've never played golf? Because I'm not rich. I'm not from a rich family. Rich people play golf. People from my economic bracket do not play golf. I can't even imagine playing golf. If somebody plays golf, especially at a younger age, when you see a younger man playing golf, you pretty much knew he grew up playing golf. And what does that tell you? That tells you a whole lot. That tells you he's rich. He's from a rich family, he's from a rich background, and he'll be rich for the rest of his life because of the situation he was born into. I don't play golf. I've never played golf, and I never will play golf, probably. And I'll say this right now, you ever see me playing golf or hear about me playing golf, then you know I've made it. You know I've made it in life when you see me with a golf club in my hands. Golf is just a rich person's hobby. And yeah, I guess I don't really know. I don't really have much more to say about this. I just think this Hubs Life guy is kind of a piece of crap for doing what he's doing. You know, he's basically doing the same thing that other influencers do, but the thing that he's just so insidious about it. You know, it's so dishonest. And actually, you know, I don't know if he is actually being dishonest. Is he actually a charlatan? Is he actually trying to fool everybody? Or does he really believe, you know, because if he just grew up playing golf, if this guy actually, you know, he just grew up playing golf, grew up in a wealthy family, he actually might not realize that his life is not normal. Because in the social circles he surrounds himself in, the way he's living his life, having his fancy dog and his fancy shower and his hot wife, that might all be completely normal in his life from his perspective. And he's just so out of touch with actual normal society that he doesn't realize that there's nothing normal about his life, that he's living a top 1% rich person life. It sucks to see this kind of thing, man, because I see this, all his videos are labeled a normal Monday in my life, yada yada, and it's just, there's nothing normal about it. I see this, and how do you think that makes me feel when I look at this, the life that he considers normal, and then I see what my life actually is, which is, you know, my life is worse than the actual normal life. And it's a whole lot worse than this fake rich person, quote unquote, normal life. Man, this Hubs Life guy is such a phony. That's all you can say about it. What a phony. What a phony. Or I've talked about Plato's allegory of the cave on this channel, so I'm not gonna, you know, explain the whole thing right here, but maybe Hubs Life is just chained up in a cave staring at puppet shadows on the wall, so he doesn't know what the hell normal actually looks like. That could be the case too. But either way, yeah, I know this is a little different from my normal content, but I just came across this Hubs Life guy on YouTube and then found his TikTok, and then I found there's all these news articles about him, and yeah, man, it's just garbage. It's just garbage, slop content, produced, just not even slop, it's demonic. It's a demonic content produced by this guy for some reason to make regular people feel bad. And I don't know why anyone would do this. I hope he really is, you know, just in the cave. I hope he doesn't realize what he's doing here, because this is some evil, evil stuff. It's horrible. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.